Hello and welcome to a game called Duskbound. Today's game is gonna be a different one. Let me check my recording. Is everything alright? Yes, it is alright. Okay. Today, the game will be an anime game, I think. I don't know, man. I don't know what this is about. So, but it was high on the itch.io. So, I don't play these kind of games. But today we will play it together. Okay, so let's start it. This game contains dark and unsettling themes and may not be suitable for everyone. It is suitable for me, don't worry about that. Would you like to see the contents warnings? Yes. This game features textual. I can't pronounce that, man. Descriptions of manipulation, blood, violence, death and murder and dubious consent. Well, awesome. There are visual, non-graphic depictions of blood. Awesome. There is no light in this city. Oh, that's okay. A dull red moon is all that illuminates our eternal night. Even the lanterns are obscured by countless moths. People trace the same paths every day, seemingly possessed by no spirit at all, simply droning on. Some days it feels like I am the only one who is alive, and everyone else is merely a ghost. I wasn't always like that. Long ago, this city shone as a beacon to all those who believe in the one Lord. Until the Red Plague fell upon us, and our great cathedral was abandoned by those who proclaimed they would save us. They took the light with them when they left. But they couldn't take everything from us. I, for one, have done my best to find hope in small things, like my meeting with him. There is no light in this city, but he is the sun. I don't know who he is, but I saw him one day ambling through the town square. His garments were impeccably tailored and his hair framed his face in a way I had only seen in paintings, so he's a noble one, I think. And those fine threads, if he had stopped by my workshop, I would have surely remembered. Of course, I have seen attractive men in my life, like me, but there is simply something different about him, and that glint in his eyes. He's a fucking vampire. Oh no, he's not a sun, he's a fucking vampire. Look at the teeth. As I examined him, his eyes met mine, and a radiant smile came over his features. The light behind his eyes shone so dazzlingly. I hadn't seen anyone in this city look like that in years. When it occurred to me that I was staring at him, I quickly averted my eyes. Excuse me, pale one. I am the pale one. Okay. I rushed past him, embarrassed by the blush slowly rising to my cheeks. In the days that followed, I passed by the town square as often as I could afford myself the time to, hoping to catch a glimmer of him again. I had to confirm for myself that he was not an illusion. More than that, I had to confirm that the light that I had found in his eyes was more than a fluke. The longer I went without seeing him, the more I became convinced that I had made it all up. This is a lot of reading. That he was no different from the others, and that I was desperate for anything that would change the monotony of my dull days. But he was there again. And that same expression, that he wanted to suck my blood out of my cheeks, was unmistakably real. He was looking at me with those eyes that make me forget about this dreary place that sent me far away. Ever since then, I couldn't get him out of my head, more so, I couldn't let go. At first I was content glancing at him every now and then, but a gentle reminder that not all is dark and not all hope is hope. Not what the fuck is hope, man. Hope is lost. But the more I gave in to thinking about him, the less I could accept the daily routine that I've been shoving down my own throat and pretending I was content with. What I'm saying is, I grew greedy. I had been looking for an escape this entire time, not knowing how to find one. I could leave, but where to? Nothing but death awaits those that venture outside the city walls. The only solace available to me might be the arms of another, but I had never found anyone fit to hold me. Still, things are different now. I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. That's a cool way to look at life, man. That's why today I'll change my fate. I am the pale one. Get out outside, fucking vampire. We have people to suck. Or I will burn you at a stake. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I am here. So I knock on your door. So, hello. How are you? I swallow hard, trying to calm my quaking heart and nervous breathing. He's mesmerizing. Hello. I am the pale one. What's your name? Good day. Can I help you? I don't believe we've met. We have met, but whatever. We haven't met in in the name wise, you know, because you know. Oh, of course, why would he remember me? I mean, that's not a cool way to look at things, pale one. I mean, I am a very cute one too, you know. The words I carefully rehearsed failed to spill from my lips. I am, I have seen you around in the town square. Oh no, this isn't going anywhere. Oh, I recall now. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you earlier. I don't receive guests too often. Look at the fucking teeth, man. Look at the fucking green and the teeth, man. I don't like you. Please come in. Why don't you join me for some tea? It's something of a hobby of mine, growing plants and combining them into interesting flavor combinations. That does not sound good, man. Are you gonna drug me? Unfortunately, I am rather strapped for taste testers, so I'm unsure if they are any good. Oh, you don't taste your own fucking tea? Like, wait a minute. Wait. Let me get my words together. Okay, so, I mean, like, you don't drink your own tea, or you don't take the flavor when you drink it. Like, you don't have taste buds, I think. Because you're a fucking vampire. I don't know which one it is, but my face flashes. He's being so kind, but why? I am no more than a stranger plucked from the streets. He's a fucking vampire. He has nothing to be afraid of you. Perhaps. Could it be? He sees the same light in my eyes that I see in his. He sees the fucking blood in your veins. A gentle warmth spreads throughout me, and I finally find it in me to meet his gaze. Yeah, look at me, man. I'm beautiful. I am more beautiful than you, actually. That sounds lovely. I must admit I am no connoisseur of tea, but I do enjoy a cup every now and then, with plenty of milk, preferably. Oh, maybe that is a faux père. I don't know how to pronounce that, man. To a true tea enthusiast. No such thing. Some teas are better with the milk and some without. There is plenty of time to get you acquainted. But please, it's quite chilly outside. Do come in, I insist. I nod an agreement, and I cannot help my smile from growing wider. It seems that whosoever is daring truly does come out victorious. As I enter through the door frame, I glance up at him and can't help but notice, man, there is a lot of reading, and I think there will be a lot of reading too, so I don't know how am I gonna play this game, but whatever, we're having a good time, right? Those teeth look awfully sharp. Oh, you just realized that, you stupid son of a bitch. pale. Oh, look at the paintings. Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't read that. Look at the paintings. It's very cool place, man. The mansions this is a mansion. This does not look like a mansion, man. Oh my god, I got the hiccups. Oh shit. I have hiccups. Oh shit, let me drink some water. Oh no. Okay, whatever, let's continue on. The mansion's interior is reminiscent of an antique shop, one that does not get customers all too often. There's an eeriness to the way it looks, almost abandoned, half hidden behind the cobwebs and dust, but the familiar smell of old books wafting, I don't know what that means, over me is enough to put me at ease. As I follow him through the hallway, I look around in wonder. The walls are lined with portraits of women that he sucked all the blood out of. All of them look different, but they bear a chilling resemblance to one another, and I look like them. Some of them look expressionless, others sad or even anguished. Not one of them wears a smile. But most unsettling of all, they remind me so very much of me. I knew that was the case. Ask about the portraits, man. What lovely portraits! Yeah, the artistry is apparent, but I must say, they look so sullen. Might I ask the story of these paintings? He turns around slowly and purses his lips, as though he's unsure how to respond. I sucked them. After a drawn-out silence, I start. Oh, I'm sorry if I pried into something I shouldn't have. His eyes soften. No, don't worry. I don't even know his name, man. It's another hobby of mine, though I fear I'm not very good at it. After all this time painting the same subject, I have at least managed a modicum, of skill in a portraiture. What the fuck? So they are all portraits of the same woman. Then what love he must have had for her. I feel a pang of jealousy within my gut as I picture him gazing at her intently, working to capture her likeness stroke by stroke. Maybe that girl is me, you know? Do you like him? He stares longingly at the paintings for a moment, then directs his attention back to me. They are beautiful, truly, of course, because they look like me. Do you know I am beautiful, right? Right? You're not gonna suck me, you know? Right? I am already pale, you know. I wouldn't say if I didn't mean it. However, if you wouldn't mind me asking, who is she? He chuckles, turning his gaze towards me. You're just the same as always. What? What? Can't you see? They are you, all of them are you. My beautiful pale one, shining like the moon in the night sky. How I would have loved to capture your smile. Ah, I can feel it. You feel it too, don't you? Yes, this time it's different. The miracle I have been waiting for. You're drawn to me this time. You've never looked at me like that. Scarlet eyes sparkling. That face, no pain. What? No pain, no fear. It makes me happy. So, let me just take a moment and think. So I am a vampire, and I forgot that I am a vampire, and I mean, why I didn't love you in my other lives or other alternate universes, or let's just say that I forget all about us. Okay, why was I not happy with you then? You know, I don't know. Let's play along and see. Conflicting emotions slosh around the pit of my stomach, causing me to fall silent. I don't know how these paintings could possibly be of me, but how could I not feel flattered by such words. Our meeting in the town square must have made quite an impact on him after all. It seems he was simply afraid of overwhelming me. He's odd because he's a vampire, but perhaps it's precisely that which has me charmed. Wait a minute. Problem. Okay, there was a fucking noise coming from the outside, so I have closed my window so we can continue. I can't deny that the connection I feel towards him seems like something more than a whim. Something is set alight in the air between us when our eyes meet. Something that was always there in my dreams, just out of reach. But he's here now, and he's real, and he feels it too. Who am I to scoff at that, when I am the only one who could possibly understand? You would compare me to the moon? I will beat the moon to the ground. It's embarrassing to admit it, but ever since I first laid eyes on you in the town square, you have been like the sun to me. You are the sun, I am the moon, but you're the vampire, but I don't know how that works. You shine in these dreary days of dullness, reminding me of what good remains in this world. Good? Nobody said anything about good, man. I bashfully squint my eyes shut and will myself to turn invisible. Wish, I think that is. I don't know English. I still don't know English. That's just the truth. But I don't know. I can't believe I just said that out loud. If only you knew, my dear pale one. My rays of light can only reach their true magnificence when reflected by the moon. Awesome. I would have expected a mansion of this size to have servants sweeping the floors or conversing in hushed whispers as they pass through the hallways. However, I don't see a single soul as it guides me to the drawing room, or only accompaniment, the echoed sound of our footsteps. The more I see of his residence, the more I am reminded of a ruin, a tomb, where some nobleman lies buried beneath piles of luxuries he no longer has a use for. A deep sense of loneliness seeps out of every wall, threatening to suffocate me. My voice is going away. I wonder how he feels wandering through these hallways all alone. Here we are. You said this was a drawing room, but it just looks like a reading room or something. I don't know. Please have a seat. I'll be right back. He gestures at a worn-down but clearly well-made sofa before disappearing behind the door. I sit down and look around the room to pass the time. It's beautiful but looks somehow disheveled. I don't know what that means. Also, the candles stand crooked in the candlestick and a thin layer of dust covers the most surfaces in the room, further exemplifying whatever its apparent disuse. He steps back inside, a silver tray held delicately in hand. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. Yeah, I was just trying to fucking pronunciate a fucking word. Not at all. He swiftly places down two elegant teacups on the table, their aromatic steam breathing life into the stillness of the room. The sight of the lace doilies, pristine white color makes a slight worry creep up my back. I must not spill the tea. Steadying my hand, I lift the teacup and bring it to my lips. The tea ripples as I blow on it gently. I mean, this is just a fucking romance story, man. You promised me a blood. You promised me some fucked up shit, man. this is just a romance story between a fucking two vampires or something else. I don't know. We'll see. I think this guy will go crazy and try to murder us, but we'll see. I don't trust you. I mean, our character loves you, but I don't trust you, man. Of course, it is entirely too hot to drink. This was merely a practice run. Perhaps a few minutes of conversation should have it ready. I take it you do not make much use of the drawing room. Also, you should not eat... Oh, what? Eat what? What am I saying, man? You should not drink the tea that he has given you, you know, because there is something inside that tea, I think. I take it you do not make much use of the drawing room. He lowers his cup and nods. I suppose it was obvious. I still don't know your fucking name. The majority of my time is spent in my atelier or in my study when I wish to read. As you can likely tell by now, this place is far too spacious for me alone. Still, as long as I live in this dreaded city, I can't bring myself to abandon my family home, even if little remains of those who once called it so. Perhaps especially so because of that. I fall silent for a moment, unsure of how to respond. Should I distract him from the dreary topic by delving into our shared interest in reading? It doesn't feel right skirting around his tragedy merely because it is unpleasant. Was it the Red Plague? My sister and I lost our parents and baby brother. Okay, we're just going in the fucking topic. Balls to the wall, man. It must be hard not having anyone. I did not mean to make you pity me. Death might be a consolation compared to wandering around this ghost of a city. I do hope your family is at peace. Apologies, I did not mean to dampen the mood. Now, enough of all that. Tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit? I mean, I am a stupid son of a bitch. I think I want you to suck my fucking blood out of my ass cheeks. Oh no, I can't avoid this any longer. I came here for a reason, but would it be absurd to lay it on the table like this so soon? I mean, he's asking, man. Then again, with the things he has said before, it feels as though he already knows my heart. Is there any point in hiding it anymore? Confess your love. I love your fucking eyes. I love your sharp teeth when they go into my fucking neck. Perhaps against my better judgment, I muster up the courage to get the words out of my mouth. I'm about to say something insolent and brash. Will you forgive me? You can say anything to me and I will accept it. My forgiveness is always irrevocably. I can't say that's yours. Something about the kind look in his eyes and the candor in his words give me pause. I do not deserve this warmth. Oh, my heart shouldn't be beating. He will attack any moment. The reason I came here today is because I cannot forget about you. I simply cannot let you go. Ever since the eternal night fell, everyone in this city has been lost. They aren't alive, they are the only puppets acting out some play long after the audience has left. Wait a minute. So the long night has fell and the sky turned dark and the moon turned red, right? I mean, if something like that happens, the most use... I think the vampires will take advantage of that, or the vampires would have done that, you know. They turned our moon to red and they turned our days to night so they can live normally, and then they can use us as puppets or whatever. I'm just talking nonsense. They aren't alive. They're only puppets acting out some play long after the audience has left. I too was lost, but when I looked into your eyes for the first time, I felt found. You aren't like him. Oh, look at his face. You aren't like him. You are the only person in this world who feels real. I know this sounds like insanity, and you are afraid to send me away. I have seen the way you look at me. If it is as I suspect, and this feeling is something you recognize, then please let me stay by your side. My heart pounds against my chest, but I feel relieved to finally speak aloud the feelings I held inside, no matter what comes next. Oh shit. He liked it. He's gonna torture me now. Oh, what did you say? Wait. I cannot believe it. Joy, elevation. Words fall short of describing the feeling you've stirred inside me. I was right this time. Finally, you have come to your senses. I don't know how many loops we had to get in this fucking position. And I have come to see that you belong to me. He holds out his hand to me. It doesn't matter that I do not understand why. None of this matters. Only he and I exist, and that is the truth. Briefly, I think back to my home, to my workshop where I make the same dreamless ropes, day after day until my hands can remember the steps better than I remember the faces of my parents. Damn, that's a mouthful. To my sister who try as she may to suppress it, hold that quiet resentment in her gaze as she looks at me. Why was I the one who lived and not my precious brother? And now I can leave it all behind. None of those ties have to bind me, as long as I have another thread to hold on to. I don't have any other choice, so let's take his hand. This eternal night exists because we cannot fulfill our roles without one another. Oh, wait a minute. You understand, don't you? Your purity is mine and mine alone to corrupt. What? Corrupt me, then I will protest. Okay, this is going sexual. I will make sure to savor it slowly, I think. I think he might be dangerous. This might be entirely warped, a choice born out of desperation. But right now, then, thought doesn't reach my heart. All of this makes sense. No, it has to make sense. If it doesn't, the red moon has hollowed us all out, and I don't know how much longer I could have taken it before I would have ended up like them. It's better to go out in a blaze than to be ground to dust. My throat hurts, man. He moves over and brushes his fingers against me softly. Oh no. Running them first along my cheeks. Oh no. Then over my lips and down my neck. Oh shit. Every touch sends a spark that alleviates my loneliness just a little more. Bit by bit he caresses every inch of my exposed skin. Oh, the hiccups are back, making me tremble. Oh, hiccups are back. Help me. I can't breathe, man. Oh shit. Okay. Everything's alright. His breath tickles my ear as he whispers, I want. Oh shit. I knew this was gonna happen, man. You fucking asshole. If only I could live inside you. I'm not gonna say anything about that. This is going too sexual and fucking psychopath road. I know. I have made some choices and we're gonna live with them. But don't worry. I'll make sure no harm befalls you, my love. So you're not gonna get inside me? I press my lips against his shakily, so we are kissing, but my hesitance finds no reply in him. as he pulls me in. His mouth moves against mine insatiably, seeming to carry the weight of a lifetime of yearning. It's nothing I have ever felt before. I melt into his rhythm with a sigh, wrapping my arms around him as I lose faith in my ability to support my own body. Then he parts from me and takes my face in his hands. A smile spreads across his face as he presses his forehead against mine. I have seen you in so many forms, but this one is new. Even the scent of the blood in your veins has become sweeter, you son of a bitch. You creepy son of a bitch. Everyone has forgotten the hundreds upon thousands of times this night has repeated, even you. I am the only one who remembers all of you. That is why I am the only one who can have you. Oh, don't get closer, man. You're mine, I'm yours. Oh shit, he is coming in for a kill. He runs his tongue along my... What the fuck? I feel his fangs graze against my skin and hold back a gasp. Yep. So it's true. Yes, he's a fucking vampire and he's gonna suck me fucking dry. I told you from the fucking beginning, man. It's not that I would never heard of them before. Those cursed to fall between life and death. I suppose I had thought them more of a tale to scare misbehaving children. Maybe I should have known when I saw his grin. He's a vampire. If you offer me your blood, the eternal night will come to a final end. Our curse will be dissolved. You'll be free. Go on then, do it. I mean, you should ask me, man. I am playing the fucking game, you fucking son of a bitch. But freedom can be a terrifying thing. I will have you, won't I? Unable to stay away from him, now that I have had a taste, I kiss him again. A quiet place falls over us as we desperately try to fill the gaps between our physical forms. My dearest pale one. His fangs brush against my neck once more. No, but they ask to sink deeper this time. Taking a deep breath, I give a small nod. He breaks my skin and I shut my eyes tightly. It burns white hot, but the pain isn't unpleasant. Absolutely delicious. Man, good for you, man. I feel him softly chuckle against me. Taste better without resistance. What the fuck? What? That's not a fun thing to say, man. He desperately drains me to the point where I start to feel lightheaded and losing my grip. I tug at his back and he pauses to look down on me. My weakened body collapses onto his as the world stares. Through closed eyes I can feel it, an unfamiliar sensation, warm, thin strokes of light filter through the window. I open my eyes in shock and cling onto him, lacking the strength to lift my arms. It seems my curse does not end here, and you killed me, you son of a bitch, because of that. What? No, wait. He slowly raises a limp hand towards me. My moon. He hacks and caws, with features crunched in anguish as flames clutch at his back. The first light of dawn is no sweet relief to a creature of the night. How could he not have known? Or did he know? What was that face? Do I detect the faintest trace of a smile amidst all the pain? Or is it merely a trick of the light? That's a Darkest Dungeon reference, I think. The crackling noise makes me wince as a horrible stench emerges from his charred and twisted skin. Smoke climbs through my nose and mouth, suffocating me slowly. I can no longer tell if my tears are from the pain or from the tragedy of this outcome. Can my body cool these flames, or will they simply spread and consume me? Is there anything I can do? Don't go, you can't. No, please. You can't leave me behind. What am I supposed to do without you? But he has no mouth to respond to me with. Before me lies nothing but a pile of ash. Entry unfit to meet the light of the day. Okay. So, This was an adventure, right? This was a very fun adventure. Okay, so I mean, there is a lot of endings to this game, and there is a fucking true ending to this game, as you can see, and it will. The problem is, it will take a long time. So that's why I'm gonna leave this here. At least I have an ending, and I had so much time, a little bit of too much time, but any credits, maybe? Neferinthia, thank you for making this game. Okay, so this was a cool game. I liked it so much. I mean, like I said, I don't play games like this in normally, you know. I play games since when I was a little kid, and I didn't play. I seen these kinds of games outside, but I've never played one for myself. So this was the first one, and this was the actually cool one. The only problem is I don't like, English is not my first language, as you can tell by my bad English, so I am struggling when reading. That's the only problem, but it was interesting. It was creepy, you know. But I knew that something was wrong with that fucking son of a bitch. We still don't know his name, you know. But whatever. So this was the Duskbound. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you and good night.